Hello and welcome to coverage of the 2022 Blue Ridge Disc Golf Club Championship at the gorgeous Walnut Creek Park. My name is Squid. I'm here with my good friend Caleb Ward,
Hey guys.
and together we are Squidward Commentary.
Oh, that's clever.
It is so clever. We are so clever. How you doing today, Caleb?
I'm doing awesome. Really excited to see the matchups that we've got today. Some really good disc golf. Started off a little bit dreary, a little bit rainy, a little bit sprinkly, but by the time we got to the course that these guys are playing, it was bright and sunny, a little bit muddy, but it was good. Some good
Yeah,
disc
can't
golf.
complain, honestly.
Yeah.
Just beautiful for the semifinal matchup. Who do we got today, Caleb?
So first up, we got Andrew Lamont, one of the local pros here in Charlottesville. Just a super solid all-around player. I don't know that he's got any weak point. Just above average in every area and really excellent at most things. So look for just really solid all-around play from Andrew here.
Speaking of solid,
Yeah.
Eric Dahmeyer, another local pro, absolute ripper. Forehand, backhand, putting. This guy can do it all. And he always just looks so comfortable out there.
Yeah.
He just steps up, throws great shots, gets it done.
And then there's this guy, you, Josh.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Came to disc golf from an ultimate background. How long have you been playing for?
Disc golf a couple of years. Ultimate a lot longer than that.
Yeah, so lots of experience with disc sports, but pretty new within the last few years to disc golf, but an up and comer, I'd say. So
I appreciate that.
look to see some really creative shots from him. Just good, consistent play. You know what you're capable of, and you just try to hit those lines and those shots, which is great. We'll see how that works out for you.
Yeah, we'll
here.
see.
Yeah.
My matchup today is against this guy. Whew.
Yeah, Sam Melchers.
This dude is crazy. He's so good. Just probably in the conversation for best backhand in the club.
Yeah, yeah.
As you can see from this slow-mo, he just crushes the disc.
Even with the slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he is scary when he's throwing a backhand. Look out.
Yeah. And it's a little bit interesting because Andrew and Eric are matched up against each other in the semifinals, and it's you, Josh, and Sam matched up against each other, which is kind of surprising because I think a lot of people would have expected to see Andrew and Eric in the finals. But,
Yeah, that's just how the bracket shook out this year.
Yeah.
Last year it was Eric and Andrew in the final. So we've got a little rematch going.
yeah. And Andrew took it last year, so Eric's
Andrew
looking
took it
for
down.
revenge. Yeah.
Yeah, there were rumors about a curse because
Yeah.
Eric's never won this tournament, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see if he can come out on top this year.
Eric's made it to the finals a number of times, but has yet to clinch a club championship
Yeah.
victory. So, yeah.
Should we talk about the format really quick? This is match play.
Yeah. What is match play, Josh?
So match play is just your head-to-head against one other person.
Yeah.
If you win the hole, you get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of 9 holes wins.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting rule here, just mathematically. If you are winning by more points than there are holes left to play, you win.
That's it.
That's it.
No need to play it out.
That
Yeah.
may come into play later. We'll see.
Yeah.
It definitely makes some of these holes more stressful, more high stakes when you get near the end of the 9-hole round.
Yeah. So one of the fun things about match play is obviously incentivizes, big high risk shots,
Oh, yeah.
right? When you really need to go for it. If you quadruple bogey a hole, doesn't matter, right?
Who
Clean
cares?
slate. Yeah. So it leads to some pretty exciting moments here. Let's take a look at how we got to where we are, Josh.
Yeah, I love looking at this bracket. So exciting. Where do you want to start with this?
Man, first of all, huge shout out to everyone who made it into this bracket. Gosh, I don't remember how many people we had out there total, but lots of people came out to play. Again, conditions initially to play into this bracket were less than ideal, but people fought through them, giving us with 16 folks in this bracket.
I'm looking at this top left corner at a name I recognize. The 16 seed taking down the 1 seed in the first round. Wow.
Yeah, that was fun. Cody is an amazing player, great competitor. In my fantasy bracket, I easily had him in the final 4. So it was surprising to myself that I took him down. It was a good play. It was the last hole. Neck and neck through that.
That's what you like to see. An exciting matchup there. But that's just how match play goes. Yeah. That's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
Upsets everywhere.
Yeah, Carl, 13 seed, upset over Evan, 4.
I got to watch that mashup.
Yeah.
So impressive by Carl.
That's awesome.
Just so consistent. Evan played well, and it was just, battle of consistency, which Carl ultimately won.
Yeah. Should we get into some of the action here, Josh?
Let's get into it, man.
I'm
so excited.
I can't wait. Well, that leads us into hole 1. And the layout that we're playing here is short long. So this is a 360-foot hole. Fairly open fairway, but it does gently slope down to the left, and you got a big body of water and OB down the left. So you do want to keep it up and to the right. You see the short basket there on the left side, and then further up ahead and to the right is the long basket. So, if you've got the forehand, you can do that. That could bring a cut roll into play. So a lot of people prefer to just kind of power through a, slightly understable backhand and just try to get it far down the fairway. So let's see how these guys approach it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, I know I'm throwing backhand. Sam's throwing backhand. But Andrew and Eric definitely have the forehand power. So I'm curious to see what they go with here.
Yeah.
I got inside trading.
Eric's going to be up first here.
Oh, no hesitation.
Yeah. Opts to go with the forehand there, just puts it a little bit low. Can you point out no hesitation? That's going to be a trend with Eric. He just steps up and goes. So sometimes it's a little tough to catch footage of him, but we did our best here.
Wow, so Andrew is throwing a backhand.
No, get down. Maybe.
Yeah, he just ends up in the woods there over to the right. We'll see what kind of look he's got. Here's your backhand. What are you throwing here, Josh?
This is my Heat.
Nice.
Understable fairway driver.
Caught some branches.
Just a little bit too much to the left. I thought I had a good angle, but Sam's trying to do the same thing.
Drop down.
Oh, same result. Oh, that is... Oh, that's not a great roll.
No. We'll have to see if he's OB on that one. That definitely is...
That hillside is so nuts. So many discs just end up in the water.
Again, that's what we're talking about. He just steps up, no hesitation.
Whoa.
Bad roll. But he's got to look at a putt there. Okay. Not OB here, but...
Definitely not ideal.
No.
I think that tree might be interfering with his stance a little bit. Oh, this looks... Oh, no. That was a good line. It caught, I think, the last tree. He's probably got a 30-foot putt.
Yeah.
All right.
There you are. You're on the fairway at least.
Much friendlier lie.
And you just put it right up there. Look at that. Par 3, you're doing it in 3. That's what you're...
Yeah, that's all I want on this one. I can't imagine getting a birdie here.
This is a tough shot. There was like a 2-foot wide gap there.
No
that Andrew
way.
threw through.
So I think that's Andrew's zone.
He's just parked there.
That was a crazy good shot. I don't know how he made it through those trees.
Yeah.
He made it look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah.
That line is not simple. Whoa. All right, so it looks like...
Big putt, because Sam knows that you're going to get 3 here, so he knows he's got to make this.
Just an inch low. That looked good to me. All right, so what happens here? I'm taking a 3 over Sam's 4, so I'm gonna win the first hole. And actually, same on the other side. Andrew took a 3 over Eric's 4, so
You got it. Yeah.
both matchups start with a 1 stroke difference.
Yeah.
And we're on hole 2. This one, the drone's flying right through the main gap and over the short basket. The long basket is over here to the right. So most people just throw kind of a gentle forehand hyzer. It's pretty tough to see this basket from the tee pad. So
Yeah.
you just kind of try to hit the gap, get the angle right, and then ideally you get close enough for a putt.
Yeah. In fact, I think the only reason you can see the tee pad or the basket from the tee pad is because it's fall during the
Yeah, definitely.
spring and summer. Yeah.
It's
You can't even
invisible.
see it.
This looks great. Oh, little long, but that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You just kind of hope for a close enough shot that you can get a putt, which is exactly what Andrew has there. Eric,
Wow.
lawn darts.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean-
perfect. There's no better way to play the hole.
It all depends on whether
Yeah.
I throw a good shot.
He's within 10 feet of it there. All right. So you're going forehand here as well.
I'm going forehand. I don't throw a lot of forehands, but I think this hole really plays well.
That's be fine, dude.
And right there next to Eric. Wow. Beautiful shot. Speaking of people who don't throw forehands a lot, Sam, as much as he crushes a backhand, usually uses that power to turn a disc over.
Keep turning
That one just gets away from him a little bit. Ends up fading too early.
So yeah, this is where match play comes in, because he might lay this up during a stroke play round, but
Yeah.
considering I'm close to the basket, he's thinking make. 100% just make this. He actually gets very close. That looked like a good run.
Similarly, Andrew knows where Eric's disc is. He knows this is a must make for him as well.
No, that's so bad.
He knew right out of his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you could hear him. He did not like that putt.
What's your hit rate from here, Josh?
I like to think pretty high, but
Yeah.
I take my time on those because,
Yeah.
I mean, as everybody does, I
Yeah.
hate missing putts.
Yeah. So well within your range of comfort. You just like take your time.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done. That puts you up another stroke over
Yep.
Sam. Brings Eric and Andrew back to even.
Yep.
And brings us on to hole 3. So 315 feet. It is a big elevation change here. So you're throwing up a pretty steep hill. You gotta also either keep it under these branches, or there is this hyzer line kind of around them that's very hard to hit, and that brings you to the basket here. So I love this hole. It's a good test of, I would say, finesse power.
Which we're going to see from 3 of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said 315, but it definitely plays longer than that because this hill is huge. That was a great shot from Andrew, just to get up the hill, through the gap.
From Eric. Yeah.
From Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's got to play more like 400 almost.
This is just about perfect. He hit that hyzer gap you were talking about, like the kind of farther up the hill one.
And that's beautiful. He's going to have a look at a putt. What are you going for here, Josh? Are you trying to get it through the gap? Are you trying to get it to the opening in front?
I am just trying to get as far up the hill as I can. I threw that one a little low, but honestly, it's in a good position because I'm staring that backdoor gap right in the face.
Yeah.
So hopefully have a good upshot from there. Sam is trying to hit this gap.
Oh,
At a million miles an hour.
That'll be fine, dude. That's gonna skip.
I think that was a little early release from him, but
Yeah.
he hit the gap. He's up there. He's got a putt.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 feet.
Yeah, look at a long putt. You're definitely taking an approach shot here, but I imagine you're trying to figure out how to still run it, or are you laying it up here?
Oh, this is a 100% layup.
Well, it's a beautiful one.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Does give Sam the opportunity to take one if he makes this putt.
Not quite.
Not quite. Good try though.
Eric touches the chains. So
This
Andrew
is for a
knows.
2?
Yeah.
This is gonna be an unbelievable birdie if he hits this. That is so good.
Yeah. I mean, to have a drive like that and then a putt like that, I don't know if the angle made it clear, but like that was a, that's not a gimme putt.
No, that is such a good birdie.
Yeah.
And that puts him back to up 1. I'm still up 2 over Sam. We're on hole 4. Drone flight makes this pretty obvious. Kind of a backhand hyzer. There's that really early gap that you have to hit.
Yeah.
If you don't make it through that gap, you're scrambling. And it is not easy to save a par from back there. So I think that's the priority for all these guys. Actually, Andrew's doing something that I do not understand.
Yeah.
He's going forehand through that left gap?
So the reason he did that is, actually, you can see it here. This tee pad was probably the messiest of all the tee pads, and there's not great footing for a backhand, although that does not seem to bother Eric at all.
He's too... Oh, my goodness, he's close.
Yeah.
That got way farther than it looked.
Yeah. So Andrew just went for the forehand for footing purposes. I don't think he
That
would
makes sense.
traditionally throw a forehand here.
Yeah, Josh. Good play. This man just can't miss.
Maybe a little nose up, but I mean, that is great. You hit your gap. You got it down there. You got a good open shot for your second throw.
Yes. Come on. Yeah, great.
No way.
I mean, that's awesome.
That was ripped.
That was beautiful.
How can he hit that gap and
Yeah.
and also throw it with 400 feet of power?
Yeah.
That just blows my mind. And this is that scramble I was talking about. Not easy.
Oh, it's so good.
Just kidding. It's really easy.
Easy for Andrew, that is. All right. Let's see how you approach the approach, Josh.
Yeah, this time I am kind of trying to run it.
You got to.
Sam is so close that I have to give this a bid.
You give it a safe bit, right? So.
Definitely safe. I don't want to make it.
Good too.
Wow, speaking of putting, that was a
Yeah.
good putt. For the 2.
For the 2.
And this is for Sam's 2. Just a little left.
Yeah.
Wow, so Eric just took a stroke back. These
Yeah.
guys are going back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. That brings us on to hole 5 here. I mean, and this is just how far can you throw the disc? It is downhill, but even then, I mean, it is throw it as far and as hard as you can. There's basically nothing in your way. For someone like you and me who maybe don't have the power to get it to the basket, that's true. For these other guys, there is a little brush to the right, a little bit of brush to the left, right? And so they do want to be thinking about their placement. But this is going to be a fun hole to see just how far these guys can throw it.
Yeah, I know that in the intermediate division, which is what I play most of the time, this plays as a par 4. For somebody like Eric, this is a par 3, and he is definitely trying to get it. Dear Lord.
I thought it was coming back early.
It's a T-bird.
You're an ass.
And it hyzers back? No
Yeah,
way.
You can hear him saying that says T-bird that he just threw, I mean, let's take another look at this.
Yes, please.
Just on record, I'm gonna try to outthrow Eric here.
You can hear Andrew there calling out. He's going to try to throw it farther than Eric, who just absolutely crushed it.
I don't know if he wants to throw it farther than
Yeah.
Eric. Eric just parked it.
Yeah, he just threw an AVR. Wow. Get down.
That's a great throw, but It's looking like it's fading out a little early into some really tough rough there.
That is not a friendly bush. Can tell you from experience.
Yeah. I will say, I do think that might have been further than Eric. So, and while you were warming up, Andrew asked for a slow-mo of this here, so that's why we're throwing it in. Nice little ballerina twirl you got going on there, Josh. So
Yeah, that's from my background in dancing.
there you go.
You like my little...
Everyone's giving you a hard time, but it looked pretty. Let's see if it helps your throwing any.
We'll find out. I'm gonna try to outthrow both Andrew and Eric here.
Oh yeah, full flight. Wow, dude. Amazing.
It's never coming back.
A little bit too much angle,
Yeah.
but I got a decent amount of distance. I got an upshot.
And it did come back a little bit at the end there. I know you were concerned about it just fading hard out to the right.
Yep.
I mean, here's another guy who can absolutely get it to the basket.
Yeah, he's aiming for the 2 here. I think that was just a little bit lower than he wanted it to be.
Yeah. And surprisingly, Sam ends up the shortest. Just, yeah, threw that one a little too low.
This is not an easy upshot. The angle doesn't really do it justice, but this is so far downhill that this is exactly why. Because you can put 0% power into this throw and it'll just carry past the basket.
Yeah.
I know that probably wasn't what he was going for, but
Definitely not.
he's still got a putt. He's got a long one.
What are you throwing here, Josh?
This is my pig.
Yeah.
Throwing something that hopefully will just sit down.
Right.
Because I've been here before. I know that it's easy to sail past the basket.
Yeah, you're quite uphill from it. And speaking of sailing past the basket.
Darn it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid by throwing the pig. But like I said, 0% power. It's kind of easy to do here.
Yeah. There's
Sam's just trying to throw this in.
there's an interesting disc. I don't know if you ever heard of it before. It's called the Berg.
The Berg. Wow. I have heard of this disc, and people tend to like throwing it.
Yeah. Andrew's running this one. He knows that Eric's parked, so. And
Decent effort. That was not an easy shot at all.
Yeah, that was a tough look, and you've got a tough look too. Is there even a gap there, Josh, that you can throw through? It looks like
There's a gap, but this putt just hit a branch on as I was releasing it.
Yeah. And
You're good, Josh?
That's for 2 for Eric on that hole, which is just
That is
insane.
He made that 500-foot par 3 look so easy.
Yeah. And man, you had an opportunity to get another one on Sam if you hadn't quite sailed past the basket.
Yeah,
there, so that's tough.
We both kind of messed up our upshots.
Yeah.
So it comes out even for us.
It does.
And now Eric's up 1 on Andrew with that crazy birdie. This is hole 6. Another pretty steep uphill off the tee. This one actually definitely plays as a par 4, whether or not you're an am or a pro. You want to get out to this flat if you can, and then this is a really, really touchy upshot because as you can see here, there's a huge drop off behind the basket, and I've even seen people overthrow the basket into the road, which is just a huge mistake because that obviously plays OB.
Eric is just like
This is a
all
tough
back
par 4, but I know these guys can get it.
Oh boy.
No, didn't
That's not
Brady
going to do it though.
No.
No, I just threw a back
Unfortunately.
shot.
Yeah, no one's going to get a 2 on this hole, so you just want to see you can execute on a 3. That's a great score here.
Yeah.
And a pretty reasonable one for really any of the 4 guys here.
Oh my God!
But Andrew does the same thing as Eric and just pulls it off into the woods there on the right.
Yeah, that was a big open door for Andrew there, and he didn't really capitalize on it.
Yeah.
I just saw 2 people shank it into the woods, so this is a little nervy. I made the opposite mistake early release, but it snuck under the tree,
Got
so
it
that's
right
fine.
under that tree. That's fantastic. Yeah. And a nice little skip out of it too. Puts you a nice open look at the basket there.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Yes.
What is this? No way. No way.
That's how you play the hole. That is such a phenomenal throw.
Oh, thank goodness we get to see this in slow-mo. I need to study this guy's form.
Yeah.
Watch how he just looks at his target the whole time. Little head turn at the end, but for the most part, he's just eyeing down
Yeah.
that gap.
He knows exactly where he's throwing it and executes flawlessly. That's a great throw.
I believe that was a destroyer from him.
That's awesome. Andrew just basically trying to get out and trying to put himself around where Sam's drive went to, because that is a great spot to be.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. He's in position to save a 4. Eric is... What is this? Is he going for the birdie? No way.
Oh my goodness. That was hard to tell from the camera. He basically is throwing that thing backwards. Like, that's insane.
I said after his tee shot there was no chance of a birdie, but he just
Yeah.
put himself maybe 40 feet.
Yeah.
Tricky 40-foot putt, but he's somehow still looking at a birdie. I'm trying to just put it... This is my pig again, just trying to put a touchy up shot up there.
Yeah, and well played. Looks like he got a little bit of love from one of the posts there, but I don't know that it would have mattered that much. He had a good touch to it, let it hit before the basket, and let it just slide right up to it. I do not know if Andrew was trying to run that or not. It almost looked like it. That was...
I wonder if he was trying to hit the hillside, and he just threw it a little too high, skipped off the pretty flat surface here. This is Sam's approach for birdie. You really cannot play the hole any better than Sam just did. And interestingly, Eric just lays that one up. I think he realizes that Andrew has a tricky par save here,
Yeah.
and Eric's thinking he'll just settle for a par and force this putt, which
force
doesn't
Andrew
go
to make
in.
the putt, which he misses, yeah. So that's going to give Eric another one, and
That's a smart play from Eric.
yeah. Is that for 3 there, Josh?
That's
you?
for my 3. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So I managed to push on the hole after watching Sam just
Yeah.
lace 2 shots.
Man, the importance of, look, if you don't have the arm, but you can, play a great placement shot afterwards, right? You can make up for some of that lost distance. So well played, Josh. Well played. That brings us to hole 7. This is a tough one. You can see all the trees. The drone's having a hard time missing the trees. Imagine a disc golf disc trying to get through. 265 feet, par 3. Really just kind of a basic big old hyzer, and trying to miss those trees.
It's pretty blind from the tee, so you're just kind of putting one up there and hoping for a bit of luck. And we're at an interesting point here where I'm up 2 on Sam. Eric is up 2 on Andrew, and we've got 3 holes left to play. So this is where that math comes in.
Yeah.
These 2 guys are kind of in do or die mode here.
Yeah. Andrew's going for, it looks like a thumber here.
Once again, what?
I've never seen this line.
Whoa.
God,
It's gonna be so
He does
good.
not sound
Good
happy
second
with
hit.
that. I think he hit a tree there.
I think he hit multiple trees.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have any business in that. Hyzer. Hope for some luck.
There you go. That's
take it.
great.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's how most people play this hole.
yeah.
What are these guys doing?
I don't understand this, because a tomahawk is going to generally fade out to the right, and the basket's off to the left.
Pretty
but
good.
That was fantastic.
It worked out for Sam, I guess. So
Yeah, hard to tell from that angle, but I think he
Yeah.
made it most of the way through. Actually, Andrew did as well.
Yeah, and
This
he's
isn't
going to
a-
run this.
Yeah, not a great look, but a look.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow, I think he thought he made that, which
Yeah.
honestly all of us did.
Oh, man. He would have loved to have had that one.
Where is this? Does he even have... I mean, he's trying to...
Yeah.
Well, he made that look easy. I was going to say that was a difficult upshot, but he made it look easy.
Eric's just playing the game. He knows he's up by 2. He'll just take the par after Andrew's throw. Again, Sam, just like Andrew, trying to play aggressive, but he can can tell that Sam's upset that he left that putt so short. Didn't even really give it a chance there.
This is big. If this goes in, I win. Because then I'll be up 3 with 2 holes left to play. So I'm really trying to make this. Lots of focus. I'm taking my time. And I shake it. Not a good putt.
While bad, at least you didn't roll back down the hill towards you, right? So this is so wild. Yeah, the scoring match play makes for an interesting hole 8 here. Talk to us about that.
Yeah,
Josh.
hole 8. This is probably the most exciting hole to play when 2 of our players are in do or die mode.
Yeah.
This gap is tiny. This green is really tough. You can see those roots right around the basket are basically the worst.
Yeah.
You hit any of those roots and you're rolling down the hill. We did end up playing a different layout for this hole because the long basket got crushed by a tree.
Yeah, so we're playing the long tee pad to the short basket here.
Which I honestly like because it, as opposed to the other layout, it's easier to birdie, but it's also easier to bogey.
Yeah, very much. You'll see on some of the other drives here, it is a tough gap to hit. There's Eric's drive. Unfortunately, he's so fast, we did not get another angle of him, so you can't really see where his drive went, but you'll see his upshot, and that'll help you understand where it landed. So on to Andrew here. There it is.
Oh, showing off the
The
yarn.
yarn.
Yeah, we didn't quite get
That's a disc I gave him. Overstable mid-range, which is a perfect
Yeah.
disc for this hole. I mean, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, this gives you a good look at that gap, which is...
If you can call it that. More like a sliver.
It's tiny. And once again, he...
Good enough, man.
What?
Oh!
Just kidding. That was the smartest shot I've ever seen in my life.
That worked great.
What a genius play.
Yeah, I have, speaking of the gap or lack thereof, I have before, throwing from this long tee, it's taken me 2 throws to get to the short tee, which is not one of my finer moments for sure.
But I think it's happened to all of us. This is just not an easy shot.
You play that so well, Josh. Ooh, a little tree kick at the end, but by keeping it low, you minimize the danger from a tree kick.
I should be able to get a look for a 3 here. But that opens the door for Sam. Sam needs to win this hole in order to stay alive. And you know he's looking for a 2 here.
Oh, yeah.
That is a
Oh.
beautiful shot.
That was unbelievably good.
A little far, but
A little
he'll have
far, but I think he's putting.
Okay, so there's where Eric's drive landed. He caught a tree early, I think, and ended up in those woods. I don't know how he got through that. Somehow to get from where he was to that close to the basket.
That is not a place you save par from.
No, absolutely not.
But I think Eric's about to save par from there, which is crazy. Speaking of saving par, that's what I'm trying to do.
Nice.
And Andrew's in a position where he has to make this.
Yeah.
Eric is pretty close for his par. Andrew needs to win this hole. Good effort. Came up a couple inches low.
So all Eric needs to do is make that putt, and that's it.
Actually, this is the exact same scenario too. Sam has to make this to stay alive.
That is a
And that-
great drive, but a tough spot to be in for the putt. Oh, no.
That is brutal.
That can happen on this hole. And that's just for Sam. That's an insult to injury. That's gonna do it for the guys. So that nice job, Josh. Way to take out Sam there in the semifinals.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a super fun matchup.
Yeah.
I love playing against Sam. Like I
Great
said, the dude
competitor.
crushes,
Yeah.
and he's one of my favorite guys to play with.
Yeah.
And getting to watch the matchup between Eric and Andrew firsthand, that was a pleasure.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally that's going to be a final, but we get to see it in the semifinals. And so that brings you against Eric and Andrew against Sam here.
Yeah.
Moving on
So, this is the final matchup here. First place battle and then the battle for third place.
Yeah.
And we're starting on hole 10, and the layout here has changed. We're going long to long now.
Yeah.
Up the stakes a little bit.
I'm excited.
That brings us on to hole 10. This one is a doozy. It's kind of dead straight, 370.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this hole is tough.
Lots of logs, so not only straight, but you got to keep it up in the air. You can't rely on that ground play too much. So
Yeah.
it's essentially how far can you throw a straight shot is the name of the game here.
And we're going to find out. And we're flying over the short basket here. Long basket is even tucked back behind another set of trees.
Yeah.
Somehow this is a par 3. I mean, I know Eric's going for the 2.
Mr. Eric Dobbmeyer.
I mean, these guys are going for the 2. I am
Yeah.
probably going to just play for 3 if I can.
Yeah. Long to long for me if a 2 doesn't even come into the equation. It's,
Not a chance.
Yeah, right. He's like, slow down. It's gonna be hilarious.
everyone giving Eric a hard time because he goes so fast and he's in the middle of having a snack and we told him to hurry up and get off, so.
Yeah, the one time that we are waiting on Eric
Yeah.
all day. And we're not waiting on
Oh, it's okay. He threw mid-range, so it's not going to come back.
Oh, a bit of a tree kick, but I mean he is past the short basket there.
gonna
I
have,
think that
like,
was an
Joe Mess
MD1
hot
that he
dog
threw there.
We need
That
subtitles.
Just throw a mid range. Do you remember what the length was on this hole? Like
370.
370. Just why not?
Follow playing compensation.
What are you throwing here, Josh?
It's my heat again. I can't imagine throwing a fair or a mid. Wow, I really yanked that. Not a good throw.
No, that's
Famous
and
last word?
that's not a good spot where you
dude, either
land.
that'd be
You
great
can
or
see there's a
horrible.
bunch of brush. It's going to be really tough to get the fairway from there.
Flip it.
It's not even gonna.
Andrew goes all hyzer,
Thought it was gonna
which
be
is
fun.
fine. He gets
wanted
pretty
to flip
far
it.
down the fairway, but off on the left side is tough. Down there.
Didn't flip up as much as he wanted it to, but still a good shot.
Oh, that was gonna be so good.
If that tree wasn't there, that would have
It's all the words out of my mouth, Sam. That shot looked beautiful.
Dang it.
Speaking of beautiful shots, that was not one of them.
Not one of them. I think we actually missed. I think you had a second approach here, Josh, that we actually missed catching on camera. So this is Sam's second shot.
Just leave it.
Crosses the fairway.
Give me the basket!
That's, I think, your third shot there, right? Is that?
That was my 4th shot.
Oh no!
And we haven't even seen Eric's second shot yet. So I think it's safe to say Eric's going to win this first hole. I actually think I'm just going to tell him to pick his disc up because I'm frustrated and I'm just going to concede this one.
Andrew knows that Sam is in a tough spot, and so Andrew wisely just lays up. He knows that's all he needs to do. I think Sam has to throw this in and then hope that Andrew misses this one.
This is Sam's 4th shot.
Alright, you're good.
Or was that his 3rd?
Yeah, you can hear that Sam conceded the hole as well. so,
Gotcha.
yeah. Both you guys, unfortunately, ended up in the woods and just, saying, hey, you guys were on the fairway, better shots, just go ahead and take the hole. So
Yep.
puts Eric and Andrew up 1 and brings us over to hole 11. Long to long, 307 feet. This is a fun one. You got just kind of a weird kind of snaking fairway. You definitely want to keep it in the fairway. You'll get in a lot of trouble if you get off of it. But kind of a bit of an S if you can throw something a little bit overstable. On a bit of a Anheuser, you should get the right shape out of the disc. But we'll see what these guys decide to do here.
I think Andrew's doing exactly that. He didn't really get the Anheuser angle.
I do it
He
again!
did get the greatest tree kick I've ever seen.
Yeah. those trees are treating him well out here.
Oh, I love that already. Make it down. Miss it.
That's really solid. Not a good look for birdie, probably, but to guarantee a 3 on this hole is very solid. I think that's what Eric's trying to do here. He just pitches up a forehand.
Oh, he's playing.
Oh,
He's playing the game now.
Really smart. I mean, really smart play. He put himself in a great spot on the fairway, I bet.
Yeah, he's up 1, so you know that he didn't crush his drive. You got maybe a shot to take one on him here. It's gonna be hard to do after that drive, though.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Your look isn't atrocious from here.
Oh no. I think I went backwards. Throwing 3, hit more trees.
Yeah.
This is
Eric's second. He puts it out a little bit wide, but
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's not a great shot from him. He really wanted to just get a 3, and he was in good position to do so.
Andrew was just trying to get it over some branches there, but that roll really did him dirty. He's got a.
At least he's not in the road.
That's
He
true.
does have a chance to save a 3 from there. I'm looking at. Is this my 4th throw?
I think it might be.
Yeah, not great. I pretty much have to make this.
And considering where you were, that was a pretty good effort, Josh. That's a tough spot to be in.
So Sam just playing the hole really, really well.
Yeah.
Lays up for his par.
Forcing Andrew to make this putt. And he runs it, but
Not good enough.
you can see some of the gallery there in the background.
Yeah, looks like Sam's going to take one over Andrew. And that puts him to even. Eric got one on me, so he's up 2 now. Not a great start.
That's all right. There are more holes to play.
Yeah, this one, just another really tight gap off the tee. This one definitely plays as a par 4. You can see the landing zone right about here. Actually, I think the ideal landing zone is right near where that short basket is, because then this hole takes a really sharp turn to the right, and you kind of got to go down this tunnel. And this is a very, very touchy green because there's just bushes everywhere. You can be in the circle and not have a putt on this hole. So
yeah,
your upshot has to be really touchy.
those bushes can be a nightmare if you end up in them. They're not forgiving.
They're not forgiving at all. Let's see here. I know for a fact that this guy has gotten the eagle too. I don't expect him to try for it.
Yeah, Eric, great job.
The forehand is the play if you're going for eagle here.
It actually looks like it has a chance. If it made it down that tunnel, he could be putting for 2. Gosh, look at that just smooth release.
Great shot.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. I'm going to just try to hit the gap.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about off this tee shot.
It's a tricky hole.
Get off it.
And you do.
Chill.
You're a little left there, but, you got a decent second shot to try to get to the basket there.
Sam going flip up backhand.
And unfortunately, he gets a hard kick from that tree.
Yeah, off to the woods on the right side there is not easy.
Come on.
Wow,
Come on.
look at that.
That's good.
You can hear Morgan, who's operating our catch camera, saying it looks good. Unfortunately, it starts to come back a little bit. If that had kept fading, kept turning, that would have been an easy eagle look. Instead, Andrew's going to be in the rough.
Yeah, that gives you an idea of how specific this landing zone is. If you can throw a great shot and just fly past the landing zone and have no chance.
That's a phenomenal upshot there, Josh. That's exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover a little bit. I'm trying to right the proverbial ship.
Can you imagine being in this right now? He's got the sun in his eyes. He can't even see the basket.
No, this is not an easy place to be.
And he just ends
neither
up in
is
the
that.
woods again.
Eric's jump putting. And honestly, he nearly rung it up for the two. That's
Crazy.
unbelievable.
Great shot, dude.
Yeah, Sam's seen where Andrews ended up. And he knows that just putting it there should be
Scooby Doober.
good. I mean, Andrew's got to try to throw this in.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
But it ain't happening.
No, is that... So are they both putting for a 4?
5 feet. I'm gonna make you putt it, Sam. I love you to putt.
Good putt. Man.
I'm not sure how that shook out. I wonder...
Yeah, I think Sam might have taken that hole.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got to make this to hold your with Eric, right?
Yeah, Eric's basically parked for the 3. This is my putt for the 3.
Well done.
Finally, got a push.
Yeah, keeping yourself alive, keeping yourself in the game. You do need to start getting some holes on Eric here. Meanwhile, Andrew and Sam, looks like that stays even. So brings us to hole 13. This is a fun one. Looks wide open, but that gap is pretty narrow. How far from the tee pad would you say that gap is? 250?
Yeah, I was going to say 250.
Yeah, so you got this gap 250 out, 403-foot hole. You know, got to hit the gap. And, you know, if you're a righty with a, decent power backhand, you hit that gap and you should have some nice fade here towards the basket. But to hit a gap as small as this, 250 feet off the tee pad, definitely takes a lot of skill to be able to do that.
I'm actually going to change my answer. I think it's farther than 250 from this long.
I pray my mom never sees this footage.
He's probably pushing 300 just to get through the gap.
You might be right.
She's gonna find it one
But
day.
these guys have the power to do it, and they're...
Sam stops because we weren't recording. I didn't tell him to stop, but he realized he forgot to check about that. Andrew said, "I want to see that in slow-mo." So you can see Sam stop. I mean, oh.
This dude should play Ultimate.
Yeah.
That was a sick fake. His defender would have just broken his ankles there.
All right, you get yes.
Yeah, this has got to be more than 250. It's got to be like 300.
Oh, baby.
That's my
It's
thought.
got a chance.
That's your Thunderbird.
A little more height.
Very close.
So close. I mean, a few feet more left, and that would have been almost
Gotta hit
perfect.
that on Simmons, See, that's dude. What? That's why I
Oh,
want
no.
Thunderbird, my guy.
That's not fun back there.
No.
There's nothing.
Flip for you. Get out.
That is fun. Up there,
Yeah.
near the basket.
Yeah. A lot of people prefer to be on the left side than the right
We
side.
were doing Morgan and some of this about to go in the
But
basket.
Eric managed to get through
I'm not
some of those
throwing a roller,
trees, and
guys.
he's got a great look from here.
No, that's perfect.
In the middle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, great golf
And
shot,
with
dude.
that skip there, I mean, you're right in that gap, which is a much better look than what Andrew's dealing with here.
This is not easy from here. Oh, yeah, you can see that. Honestly, I'm blaming the caddy for that one.
Yeah.
You really gotta. Oh man,
Yep.
if you're Brady in that situation, you gotta do so much better.
Do better, caddies. Do better.
I mean, Honestly, what kind of advice was that? Just throw it straight at that tree? Terrible advice. Mediocre upshot from me. 25, 20 feet to see him far.
And there's Andrew's upshot, and he had the one tree that was in his way. So this is where Sam's drive landed. So Sam's already seen Andrew take 2 shots after his tee shot.
Yeah, he's in a good position here. Great upshot.
That's great.
Yeah, he'll likely just take a par here, and Andrew's trying to save a bogey, so
Yeah, he's got to make this and hope that Sam misses his putt. Oh!
What? No way.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see that again, because this is just such a great putt from him. Slightly downhill, just puts it on hyzer. That was gorgeous.
So that was for 4 on this hole from Andrew.
This is for a 3. Eric just laid up, so I need to make this to push the hole.
Oh.
Sam just played the hole beautifully.
Yeah.
Nearly had a chance for a birdie, but
Yeah.
saves the 3.
Tough for Andrew to have such a great putt, but ultimately,
Yeah.
you know, Sam still capitalized. And
Yep. That's how match
Won the
play
hole.
goes. This
on to
is
14.
14. Pretty simple hyzer shot, just to get off the tee. But getting a look for a birdie here is not simple at all because, well, you can't quite tell from the drone, but this is such a downhill sloping green that getting it to sit anywhere near the basket is really, really tough. And you can't really see the green. This looks great. Yep.
Yeah.
There you see the obstacles just kind of stopped him from getting down toward the basket, but
Yeah,
he's putting for a birdie.
yeah, it's a great point that you've got no visibility to where the pin is here.
There's one tree out there that kind of looks like a trident,
Yep.
and I just aim to hyzer on the inside of that tree and then get a little bit of love, which I didn't. But still putting for birdie. I'm in about the same spot as Eric is there.
Brutal.
Caleb, you good?
All good.
He's good.
Oh,
Going for the
I'm not
big
good.
hyzer there, but
he's ready to grab it.
gets a 3. So Andrew sees another opening here. Throwing that yarn again.
The yarn.
Did I just hit? Dude.
Oh boy, so this is where Sam ended up.
Where is he?
Oh my goodness. Definitely not where you want to be after your drive.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's ideal.
Like Jumanji in there, dude.
How is he gonna even not just throw out of that bush?
Alright,
How is he
coming
gonna
in.
get out of there after he throws?
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Roller.
Careful, there's a whole tree behind
Accidental roller there. So Andrew can make this to seal the deal. I'm not sure where Sam's approach shot landed, so I don't know if Andrew's running this or laying up. But
What did that even hit?
yeah, I think a little branch in between him and the basket. And again,
This is his 3rd shot.
yeah.
Pretty good. Actually, very good. So he'll be able to save a bogey.
There's a beer here.
And I think, wow. Just nice. Oh my goodness, he almost made
you. You
it.
didn't even tell me about it earlier.
How does he do that? How does he just take 0 seconds
Yeah.
and then nearly ring it up from that position? I'm taking 20 seconds and airballing.
The sticks did you a little favor there. Kept your disc from going much further, so you should have
Yeah.
a good putt from there.
Shout out to those sticks. This is for a 3. He's got a decent look here.
Oh. Little tweety guy.
Oh wow, that's the danger of this green is now he's got a uphill comeback putt to save his bogey. Oh, brings it up. Easy. Yeah, he made that look easy, but that I can tell you from being down that hill, it's not an easy comeback putt. Taking my time after pretty atrocious miss on the last hole. Feeling the nerves a little bit, honestly.
Well, good putt. Good execution.
I think everyone pushed on that hole.
Yeah.
So we've got Eric up 3 on me and Sam up 1 on Andrew.
Yeah. Brings us over to hole 15. Very interesting one. Just a very gently sweeping right hand turning fairway. Almost 400 feet and just the roughest of rough. If you get off that fairway, you do not want to be in this mountain laurel. You've seen some of the shots before from people who've ended up in it. So I try to just stay in the fairway as much as possible here. But you know these guys, they're going aggressive. They're trying to get as close to the pin as they can, and they've got the arm speed to do it. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out for them.
Yeah, this hole has a ton of danger. And this is not a big gap. This is such a tricky throw.
Go, baby,
That's
go.
so nasty.
Oh my god.
Sam, that's
Let's go.
That was not where I was trying to.
That, I believe, was an Avenger SS from Sam. And that was just... I don't think he drawed up any better than that on this hole.
Flippy flips.
Flip more than
Keep
that.
going right.
Oh, he gets one of the Andrew's patented tree kicks.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
It's not always a good play.
Eric gets a tree kick, but not a good one. Down the hill to the left early is not a good position to be in, and I see an open doorway.
Oh,
let's go.
Oh, it's got to
This
turn
is a
more.
shot I've never practiced.
Hit that
Get
tree.
the tree.
Everyone's ecstatic for your tree kick.
So funny.
Yeah, it was a really, really good tree kick because I was about to be down the hill.
So if you squint your eyes, you can just barely make out the orange cap of a wild doe mire that's back there. It somehow gets it, not just out to the fairway, but close to the pin. That's an insane out.
Yeah, he's... I don't know where he is, but he's probably in position to save a 4, which I wouldn't have thought was possible.
Oh, baby. Oh, my God.
Oh, are you kidding?
That was almost a throw, and let's see it again. It's going right to it, and it... Oh! I genuinely think if it had missed that tree, it had a shot. It had a shot.
I'm so mad at that tree. I'm harboring some serious resentment.
We'll go ahead and cut it down later. Don't worry, Josh.
Oh, no.
I appreciate
inside.
that.
They're going to throw it in.
That's a fine up shot. That's putting him in position for a 3. And Eric was trying to make that. I don't understand this guy. He's up 3 and he's just trying to can that one. Crazy.
So you have to make this.
This is to take a stroke back on Eric. So this is a big opportunity for me.
Just can't quite capitalize.
No, story of this final, honestly, for me.
That's going to be tough because that's going to mean that you'll need to win out every hole from here on out, right?
That is true. And here's Sam for a birdie somehow?
Yeah.
Just unreal.
Man, that was a 2 look from Sam, and yeah, he just couldn't get it in.
Another good-looking putt, just a little bit low, and that's kind of been the story for him today. And
So everyone
tough.
pushes here.
Everyone pushes.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with the push. I know Sam wasn't happy with the push, but That's
Yeah.
just the way it goes. And here we are on to 16. This is big news for me because I'm losing by 3, and there's 3 holes left to play.
Yeah.
And that means I have to win this hole, which is not an easy task. Another one where you would just say throw it as straight as you can for as far as you can. This is about 400 feet, pretty tight fairway, dead straight.
I don't know.
Good to go.
Oh, I can move.
Yeah.
You can move, Eric. You can throw it.
That's on.
in fact.
That's on.
And if there's anybody who can birdie this hole, it's
that
one
could
of
be
these
so good. Get to the right of it.
I can hear it.
I mean, you got to be breathing a sigh of relief with that tree kick.
Oh, yeah.
'cause that was going right towards the basket.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be so good. Never wish anything bad to happen to anybody on the disc golf course, except when I'm losing by 3 in the finals and there's 3 holes left to play.
Yeah, that turns over and just doesn't come back. What were you throwing there?
That was a truth.
Okay.
Very understable mid-range. I was just trying to throw it straight, and I turned it over a little bit too much. Here's a guy who I've seen park this hole. So let's hope that.
Oh, you
There's an invisible
That
branch
tiny
hanging down that no one knew existed until Sam found it with his disc there.
And I'm pretty sure he came out later that night and just chopped it down.
Get through it. Go. Go.
No way. No way!
Oh my goodness. I don't think that would have been an ace, but it had a chance of hitting off that tree and getting dangerously close.
That was a crazy, crazy throw. I think that was TL from Andrew off the tee. Just dead straight, 400 feet. 2 feet left of the basket. That's a good upshot from Eric. He's putting the pressure on me because pretty confident he can make that putt.
So you got to throw this in.
Not very close.
So now
But, yeah.
you got to make your next shot and hope he misses his putt.
Yeah, this is tough. I gotta make a putt and somehow hope that
Yep.
Eric misses a putt, which he never does.
I got the layup on
Andrew doesn't even run it. He just lays it up so he can take the hole.
Smart play from him.
Yeah.
That seals the deal. That's a win.
And in typical Eric fashion, he does not wait for any of the cameras to record before making his tournament-winning putt.
I broke the curse.
Well, we wouldn't have it any other way.
2022.
Eric breaks the
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
curse.
keep it there.
Becomes the 2022 Blue Disc Golf Club champion.
The curse is dead.
There you go. Congratulations to Eric. Just an incredible guy. Super friendly competitor. Amazing disc golfer. Super fortunate to have him in our club.
Yeah. Great guy to play against and play with. Just feel lucky to have gotten to battle with him because, boy, is he good.
Yeah, a well-deserved win by Eric, and I think probably long overdue. So good
Yeah,
to see
for
that
sure.
happen.
For sure, long overdue.
But wait, there's more. We still have disc golf to play. Andrew and Sam are in close contention here, and they've still got 2 more holes to see who can come out on top. So let's see how this turns out.
Yeah, the all-important battle for 3rd place.
Yeah.
There's pride on the line.
Yep. And that brings us to possibly the most signature hole here at Walnut Creek. Long to long, 510 feet. Feel like you're throwing off a mountaintop. You're actually throwing at a hill over top of a dam with a basket at the bottom of the dam. So you got 2 major elevation changes that are coming into play here. It's, you know, a big
You good?
hyzer.
Yep.
Well, I guess shot you want it to fade out to the left really is what you're going for here.
Yeah, but the downhill makes this
let's go,
so
baby.
tough because you can't fade
Come
it
on!
too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've got that water in play too if you get
Get
too early.
This shot.
That's insane.
So he made the green. That's great. I don't know what his putt's gonna look like, but he's down there.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Be serious.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Throwing it in, I
You got
guess.
it ready?
Placement shot.
Yeah.
Placement shot from Sam.
You heard Sam
Wow.
say he's got to throw it in.
This is a great angle. Oh my goodness. He certainly gave that a try.
So now he's got to try to make his putt and hope that Andrew
What are you
misses
kidding,
his.
dude?
And he putts it right into a tree. So he's going to go ahead and concede that hole, and that's going to lead to Andrew being up by 1 for the final hole.
Yeah, you said hole 17 was the signature hole. And if that's the case, 18 is somehow also the signature hole.
Yes.
There's a water carry here that's possible. I think from the long pad, it takes 381 feet of power to carry the water to get a look for the Eagle 2. And I guess these guys are going for it.
Yeah, so they had a bit of gentleman's agreement where they said, hey, we're both going to go for it straight from the long to the long. You've got that landing area on the right. If you're like me and don't have the arm, you can throw it to there and then throw it over. But these guys are going straight for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a gallery up on the hillside to the right. This is what you want to see. He definitely had the power to get there.
He did. It just turns a little much. He ends up safe miraculously.
It's a good result.
Yeah. Sam's going to go for it here.
Oh, no. Get over still. Come on.
So much power. Oh. The question is,
I think you might be.
did it touch the other side? He's not sure. He's going to take a provisional here.
That's so smart. If you ever just want to find a loophole in the rules, just say provisional. And look at this footage. This is so cool. Oh
my
gosh.
goodness.
What a great shot.
That's a great provisional.
And it's worth mentioning that from the short tee pad is also just a crush
Yeah.
to carry
Nice
the ball.
shot.
The gallery concluded that Sam had made it to land on the other side, even though it was just land in the water. So he is going to be running this.
Yeah, I had a pretty good view of his tee shot. It skipped off the water, definitely crossed. Wow, he
Smash
gave it a
gratitude.
really good bid. Definitely crossed. So
For third place.
that is
And that's going to put Andrew in third place.
Hey.
Wow. That was fun. What a close battle between those two.
yeah.
Both great players. Both have a lot of power and distance. I mean, and for match play to come down to the 18th hole, you know, that's certainly fun.
That's what
right?
you like to see.
Yeah.
Just all around, so much fun disc golf to watch today. And we got some people to shout out. I think, 'cause
Yeah.
there was a lot of work that went into this. Turned into, and as he mentioned, it started off rainy and miserable, and I wanted to go home. But it turned out to be just kind of an amazing day, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without all these guys.
Yeah, thanks to Kerry Finnegan. He was the TD for this tournament. Did a great job of organizing it, make sure everything was running smoothly, doing all the check-ins. Basically, one-man show out here. Huge thanks to Kerry. And, man, thank you to Morgan. My goodness. Okay, so quick story. Josh and I were originally supposed to be filming this. That's what we had agreed to do. And we had gone out and done a practice round with
Andrew,
yeah.
Sam Brewer,
Yep.
and Kit O'Sullivan.
Kid O'Sullivan.
Shout out to those guys.
Huge thanks to those guys. They graciously volunteered, came out, let us shoot a practice round with them. And then what do you know, Josh? You end up being in the Final Four. And so all of a sudden...
my bad, dude.
Yeah. Don't do that next time.
Okay.
All of a sudden, we're looking for a cameraman, and Morgan graciously stepped up and said, hey, if you need a hand, I'm happy to help out. We wouldn't have half the shots that we have if it weren't for Morgan stepping up. So just really want to give a huge thanks to Morgan for all the help that he contributed. For
my
the
man
filming.
crushed it.
Yeah,
Great
did
job.
a great job on that catch cam. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope it was entertaining. We're Squidward, and thanks for tuning into our coverage.
Thanks a lot, y'all. We'll see you soon.
See you later.